Hello everyone, I'm Clayton Steward.
And I'm Taylor Swofford, and this is the second episode of Alumni Series Journey from St. Mary. We are your hosts.
In this episode, Taylor sits down with Dr. Tawana Coates, who graduated from the University of St. Mary in 2013 while majoring in math and biology, and then was later accepted into the University of Kansas School of Medicine. This is her story.
What made you want to get into the career you have today?
Yes. So initially I was thinking nursing. I come from a community where there's not a lot of Black doctors. I really hadn't met any until kind of my senior year of high school, where I was part of a STEM group, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics group in Kansas City, Kansas. I went to Wyandotte High School. And so I found out about that program through my high school, and I met two people. One was named like Dr. Strozier and another one, Dr. Fierce, and they were both Black doctors. And I'm like, wait, y'all, there's Black doctors out here? Because I hadn't seen it. And so I still was nervous about committing because I've seen a lot of Black nurses. My grandmother was in nursing. I have aunts who were in nursing. So to me, it was not that nursing is easy, but it was the easiest thing for me to commit to, because I know that I can join a nursing program within a year or two of prereqs versus me having to do like 4-year degree and then go into medicine. And so I sat down with one of the counselors after my first 6 months, and she was basically like, you need to make a decision, because I was a nursing and mathematics major initially. And she said, you have to make a decision. You can't keep it open as far as like biology, prereqs, and nursing, because the nursing program at St. Mary is very rigorous. And so I was like, okay. And I just like committed to it. And I just said, I'm going to do full on biology, because we didn't necessarily have a pre-medicine track, but how our biology program did it, you took all your pre-med recs for medical school. And I stuck to biology and mathematics. And then I went, after graduating St. Mary, I was accepted right away into a 5-year MD, Master's in Public Health program. So I went to the University of Kansas. And so now I am a resident obstetrician and gynecologist at University of Louisville in Louisville, Kentucky.
Do you recall any people here at USM that have influenced you?
Most definitely. I have to start with Dr. Sylvie, Dr. Rick Sylvie. I always had a passion for mathematics. I don't know why. It's just always something I was good at. I never knew how to use it in my career. It just was fun and something that I love learning. And when I came here, my mathematics classes were like 1 in like 4 people sometimes. So you got that one-on-one teaching where you can sit down and be like, I don't get it. And he make it sound and look so easy. And he really loved what he was doing. So he made things like abstract algebra sound fun. And I don't use it today, but it's just like lessons that I've learned as far as just problem solving, not giving up, and understanding that there's sometimes more than one way to get to an answer. He kind of drove that in my head, and he was just very supportive.
And lastly, what advice would you give current USM students?
My initial advice is to continue to follow forward with your dreams, regardless if they change, and be open to change throughout your process, because you may come in thinking that this is what you want to do this career path, and be open to taking those other courses that aren't required, because you may be surprised at what you learn based off of the people you encounter, and you get to realize other career choices that are available to you. If I hadn't stepped out on a limb and started taking more of like those biology courses early on and stuck to nursing, I wouldn't be Dr. Coates. I wouldn't be able to deliver babies and do the things I'm doing today. And I think it's because I was encouraged to do that based off of the people who are around me. So that's my biggest advice, is be open to change. And it's okay, even if your parents think that you should stick forward with something going in. It's really important that you realize what else is out there, because you may never know.
I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Alumni Series Journeys from St. Mary with Dr. Tawana Coates.
Make sure to check out episode number 3 of the series. See you all next time.